increase in size of the cells. It consists primarily of the build-up of skeletal structure, the muscles and organs and fat tissues. Nutritionally, it means largely increase in minerals, mainly C and P and protein. Number 2, protein requirements for growth, high protein level and good protein quality, essential amino acid make-up are both needed for optimum growth. This may gradually be lowered with age. Number 3, the energy requirement for growth. Energy, coming mainly from carbohydrates provided also by fats and protein, is the driving force for tissue synthesis or anabolism. Even with adequate amino acids, minerals, and vitamins, growth cannot take place at the optimal rate without sufficient energy. It measured by either as kilocalories of gross energy, digestible energy, metabolizable energy or net energy, or as ton. Ton is the total digestible nitrogen. Number 4, ways of energy restriction to limit the energy intake of an animal eater both. This may be followed. A. Limit the total feed intake. B. Lower the energy content or density of rations. So make the ratios bulky. The first method would also lower the intake of the nutrients relative to the animals, and the second method, you may still enable the animal to consume adequate in spite of the energy restriction up to a certain point. The energy-protein ratio is an important factor in the efficiency and economic growth. Number 5, growth rates and feed efficiency. The practical measures of growth performance of farm animals are average daily gain in weight and feed efficiency. The values are greatly affected by two major factors. A. Hereditary, particularly the breed or strain of the animal. B. Environment, particularly by the nutrition and management. Under Philippine condition, following are the normal values for reasonably good rations. The table 4.9 showed the ideal ADG and gain in weight based on breed, strains, and grades. It have animals, ADG, kilogram, and feed efficiency, kilogram, feed kilogram, live weight gain. It shows the growing pigs, growing cattle, broiler. Letter C, fattening. Towards the end of the growth period, the animal is allowed to deposit some amounts of fat within body tissues. Fattening makes meat tender, juicy, and full of flavor. Fat may be deposited in the abdomen, intermuscular, and subcutaneous areas of the body. The more desirable fat deposition is that or intramuscular, also called marbling. This increases acceptability of meat. However, fattening is a much more expensive form of live weight gain. D. Reproduction. Number 1. In reproduction, the nutrient requirements for reproduction represent the additional amounts of the various nutrients needed for the females come into estrus, subsequent conception, and adequate development of the fetus until birth. B. The male's maintenance of the integrity of the production organs and its sperm cells and sex hormones. Reproduction. Number 2. The substantial requirement, especially of energy, protein, calcium, and phosphorus, is for the development of the fetus, particularly during the last quarter of the gestation period. Reproduction. Number 3. To severe nutrient deficiencies for a long period can lead to permanent permanent tear. However, the usual cases are those of not too severe nutrient deficiencies, giving rise to low level of fertility manifested by the following symptoms. The symptoms are cessation of estrus, resorption of fetus, abortion, birth of dead or weak young. The principal nutrient deficiencies involved in these symptoms are protein, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin A. Production number 3, letter E, lactation. After parturition, the dam will secrete milk to provide proper nourishment to the young. The first milk withdrawn is cholesterol. It is especially high in antibody titer and provides temporary immunity for the young. The lactation curve indicates abrupt increase in milk production until the pack is reached. Then it decreases gradually until milk production stops. It should be noted that an animal may experience weight loss, especially at the height of milk production. It is also at this stage that the nutrition of the dam is properly adjusted in order to prevent too much weight loss. Thereafter, the animal's nutrients intake is adjusted according to its milk yield. The other important consideration in lactating animal is milk quality, indicated by percent milk fat. Animals that produce higher milk fat should correspondingly receive higher dietary nutrients. And last, letter F, work. Animals being used as beasts of burden should be provided appropriate nutrient, especially energy, in order to be able to perform its activities. Some animals are already being used for work purposes, but at the same time they are still in their growing stage. This is very critically so that the animal's growth potential is not hampered. Thank you. That's all my report is.